This article here is from Geo News from about a week ago. It's called Jack Nicholson Inner Circle Urges to Accept Secret Daughter. Now, this is news to me. I think Nicholson's a great actor, and come to think of it, haven't heard much about him in a long time, which is why I found this interesting. So, let's see what we got. Privately, Jack Nicholson has been called on to accept his secret love child, Tessa Gorin, after she came forward with the parentage claim. According to Radar Online, the insider snitched. Delving back into the past is Jack's worst nightmare, but the feeling is he needs to make this right. The report adds the Departed star boasted a disreputable reputation in Hollywood at his prime and fathered 5 children with 4 different women. But the veteran actor has not publicly acknowledged Tessa as his daughter, despite he paid for her school. The 28-year-old recently disclosed her mother, Janine Gorin, instructed her not to tell anyone that I have found this famous dad. I know he was powerful and Daddy Warbucks level rich, so I kind of equated my life to being like Orphan Anne's. Gorin's mother worked as a waitress in New York City when she had a brief romance with the actor. Their fling resulted in Tessa's birth in 1994. These are always tough cases. I mean, what we really need obviously here is a DNA test. I'm not doubting that Nicholson slept with a lot of women, including waitresses, probably whoever he found really attractive over the years he just slept with. And this could very well be true. But still, we need that DNA test to be certain. As mentioned here, Jack Nicholson has Daddy Warbucks money, so that always makes me think about motives and that kind of thing. Without BS, you gotta think about that. You can't just think about the feelings, this and that. You gotta think about finances and motivation that might make someone say something like this. But I wouldn't dispute it if the right evidence came out. It very well could be. My mom wanted me to have a relationship with him, but he said he wasn't interested, Gorin added. I was afraid people would think I was tacky or that I was riding off his coattails, Gorin continued, but this person doesn't want me in his life, so how will you use that to your benefit? I mean, she says it right there, but the thing is, don't be afraid people are going to think that. Assume people will think that, and it's reasonable to think that. It's not a bad thing to think about the financial concerns, to think about the financial motives possibly. Money is what makes the world go round. When I was younger, I guess I was like, I don't want to think about money in this conversation. Some things mean more than money. And in the end, yes, things do mean more than money, but as things are going around, as things are progressing, as things are happening, money is a motivating factor for just about everything. So it's sad, but the reality is we have to keep it in mind. And they say Jack Nicholson has not been seen in a movie in about a decade and spends his life as a hermit pretty much. His other kids visit, but he's cut off almost everybody from his Hollywood years, spilled an insider. He's a loving guy at heart, and the last thing he needs right now is this dark cloud hanging over his legacy. I could see it from both ends here. I really can't take a strong side. Obviously, he's not going to want to be bothered. He's on the home stretch of life, let's get honest. But of course, this person has the right to ask questions about her past. I'm not blaming her. I'm not saying she's terrible for it just now. But let's keep things in perspective with what she expects people to think and speculate about. So that was the news about Jack's daughter, which brought me to other news because I was a little interested about where he was. Apparently, a lot of friends and people who know Nicholson are worried that he's just not coming out. He's being too secluded. The last time he was seen in public apparently was at a Lakers game in 2021, and now it's 2023, so that's a long time to go off the radar. The speculation is he's living in a mansion he bought from Marlon Brando and just not coming out much. They do mention at the end, interestingly enough, Marlon Brando lived his last years in seclusion and then passed away. So it could be Jack Nicholson's trying to be like Marlon Brando in the way he lived his last years. That would be my theory. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. Pop culture. If you're not subscribed here, you don't subscribe. I'll be sad about it, but I'll get over it. See you next time.